Spiritual Manthan.
Your spiritual well-being holds equal significance alongside your physical and mental health. It serves as your link to a broader existence, offering you profound meaning, purpose, and tranquility. However, much like other facets of your life, your spiritual journey requires deliberate cultivation to flourish. Let's explore 7 impactful methods to elevate and enhance your spiritual life, beginning with the transformative practice of being of service. Be of service. Life is often portrayed as a series of transactions, a constant give and take. But what if we flip the script? Being of service is one of the most profound ways to connect with your inner soul and a higher power. Sure, we've all heard about donating money, and while that's undoubtedly a noble act, let's delve into a realm where the real magic happens, giving something priceless: your time, your skills, and your compassion. This kind of giving doesn't come with a price tag, yet its value is immeasurable. It's about planting seeds of goodness that grow into a forest of purpose and happiness. When we talk about being of service, it goes beyond a one-time action. It's a way of life. It's waking up each day and asking, how can I make the world a better place? It's going to bed each night, finding peace in knowing that you've made a difference, no matter how small. Being of service is not just about helping others. It's a direct line to God, to the divine energy that flows through every living being. In giving, you receive. In helping, you are helped. In loving, you are enveloped in love. It's a cycle of spiritual abundance, a never-ending loop of goodness that enriches everyone it touches. You're here for a purpose, and part of that purpose is to uplift others. When you do that, you're also uplifting yourself. So, why not take that step today? Look for opportunities to serve, to give, and to love. They are all around you. Serving others is your direct line to the sacred connection, to something greater than yourself, whether you call it God, the universe, or a higher power. Being of service is a testament to the interconnectedness of all life. Know your intentions. What fuels your spiritual journey? Is it the need to fill yourself with a higher power? Or perhaps it's the hunger to develop a heart that radiates love and compassion. Maybe you're searching for a life path imbued with purpose and meaning. Intentions are the energy or fuel that propels you towards where your soul wants to take you. But, and it's a crucial but, be cautious. Sometimes, our intentions are not as pure as we think. They might be fueled by emotions we're not proud of: jealousy, anger, greed, or even hopelessness. Identifying these hidden or bad fuel intentions can be tricky. They often hide behind strong emotions, masking their true nature. The key is to recognize the emotion behind the intention, feel it, but don't get lost in it or act on it. Stay aware and look deeper to uncover the underlying intention. Let's break it down with an example. If you're feeling angry, instead of letting that anger push you into saying or doing something you might regret, stop and ask yourself, what's my true intention behind this anger? You might discover that you're actually jealous of someone and wish they would fail to make you look better. That's a false intention. Once identified, you have the power not to use it. Stay aware of it without letting it guide you. Creating this space allows more positive intentions to flow in, intentions that help you grow and move along the path your soul wants you to follow. So, start each day by tuning into what you really want deep down. Fuel your journey with intentions that align with your soul's path. Set your intentions high. Why settle for average when you can aim for extraordinary? Lift your intentions higher. Speaking of aiming high, let's talk about setting the bar for yourself. If you're on a spiritual journey, why not aspire to be as wise as a saint or as inspiring as a miracle worker? It might sound ambitious, but here's the thing: the moment you lift your intentions higher, you also raise the bar for what's possible in your life. Setting high intentions doesn't mean you should stress yourself out trying to perform big miracles right away. It's not about putting on a magic show. It's about opening your eyes to the wonders that are already happening around you. Recognizing the smaller miracles that unfold every day is the first step to achieving greater things. Maybe it's a beautiful sunset after a long day, a child's laughter, or an unexpected helping hand when you needed it the most. These daily miracles help you realize that bigger miracles are within reach. Think of them as miracle seeds that, when noticed and appreciated, can grow into something bigger. This is where vision comes into play. Vision is like a lens that helps you see what could be, not just what is. When you look at the world through this lens, you invite greater miracles to come into your life. Start each day with a clear vision of what you want to achieve, not just materially, but also spiritually. Ask for the wisdom and strength to move closer to that vision. Open your eyes to the miracles around you and be thankful for them. The more you appreciate these small miracles, the more you'll find yourself in the middle of bigger ones. Remember, miracles don't just happen. They grow from the seeds of high intentions and a heart full of vision. See yourself as light. Have you ever felt like you're always chasing after money, power, or pleasure to fill a gap inside you? That feeling of not being enough is like a dark cloud created by your ego tricking you into thinking you're powerless or incomplete. But here's the secret: that dark cloud can't dim the light that's naturally within you. Picture yourself and a saint as two candles. The saint's candle might burn brighter and taller, but both of you are made from the same wick and wax. You both have the light within. The only difference is not in the presence of the light, but in its brightness. A saint has learned to let that light shine so brilliantly that it illuminates the path for others. You have that same light, maybe just a flicker now, but it has the potential to become a roaring blaze. So, how do you turn up the brightness on your inner light? Start by seeing yourself as a source of light, not a lack thereof. When you're chasing after external things to make you feel complete, take a step back and remind yourself, I am already whole. I am the light. The moment you see yourself this way, you begin to change the energy that surrounds you. You'll find that you no longer need to chase after things to fill a void. The light within you fills it naturally. When you see yourself as light, the shadows of doubt, neediness, and inadequacy start to disappear. You'll realize that you don't need things to make you complete. Your completeness comes from the light within you. The more you focus on this light, the brighter it will get, guiding you on your spiritual journey. See the light in others. In a world that seems to focus a lot on differences, it's time to play a game changer for your spiritual growth. See the light in others. It's easy to judge people based on their actions or words. You might think, how could they do that? Or they should know better. But here's something to consider. Everyone is navigating life based on their own level of understanding, or what we can call their level of consciousness. Instead of judging others, remind yourself that they are doing the best they can with what they know. This doesn't mean you have to agree with what they're doing or saying. It simply means acknowledging that they, too, have a light within them, even if it seems dim or hidden at the moment. In a world where it's far too easy to spot the negative, be the person who sees the hidden light. Like saying, I see the good in you. Become the one who understands that just like you, everyone else is on a journey to let their light shine brighter. When you do this, not only do you bring light to your own path, but you also illuminate the paths of those around you. Seeing the light in others is a transformative practice that fosters compassion and understanding. It's a conscious choice to focus on the shared humanity that connects us all. So, the next time someone's actions or words puzzle you, remember the hidden light within them. Be the beacon of understanding and say, I see the good in you. Forgive yourself. Life is a roller coaster, filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. Let's be real. Nobody rides this roller coaster perfectly. We all make mistakes, a harsh word we wish we could take back, a lie that seemed easier than the truth, or giving in to temptation. The key is not to beat yourself up over these stumbles, but to forgive yourself. What defines you is not that you fell, but that you got back up. A spiritual master once described the ideal disciple as one who is always stumbling but never falls. That's the essence of self-forgiveness. When you forgive yourself, you acknowledge that you're doing the best you can with your current level of understanding. You create space for learning and growth. Forgiving yourself is not an excuse for repeated mistakes. It's an affirmation that you are a work in progress. Holding on to guilt or regret weighs you down, but by forgiving yourself, you cultivate a loving relationship with the most important person in your life, you. And when you love yourself, it becomes easier to love others. Remember the light within you. Holding on to regrets and guilt dims that light. Self-forgiveness turns the brightness back up. So, the next time you find yourself stumbling, forgive yourself. Don't let yesterday's mistakes dim today's light. You're doing the best you can, and guess what? Your best is good enough. Let your inner spirit guide you. It's easy to get caught up in a cycle of stress, worry, and the need to control every little detail. We often think we must have all the answers, and that if we're not constantly on guard, everything will fall apart. But what if there's another way, a way that brings not only peace, but also opens doors to opportunities we never even dreamed of? That way is to let your inner spirit take the lead. It doesn't mean you stop caring or become irresponsible. It means you trust that there's a greater power at work, guiding you along the right path. It means surrendering the need to micromanage every aspect of your life and allowing things to unfold as they're meant to. The voice telling you to be in control all the time is often the voice of fear. It's a voice that doesn't trust the natural flow of life. But there's another voice, a quieter one, that speaks from a place of love and trust, the voice of your inner spirit. It's telling you to relax and open up to new possibilities. The future is not set in stone. We have the power to shape it. But we must also allow room for unexpected blessings. It's okay to have plans, but it's equally important to be flexible and open to change. Sometimes, the very thing we were resisting turns out to be the hidden treasure we've been searching for all along. So, how do you let your spirit lead? Start with intention. Wake up each day and set your intention to be open to the guidance of your inner spirit. Say to yourself, today I choose to trust. I choose to let go of worry and control and allow my spirit to guide me. It's as simple and as transformative as that. You're here for a reason to live, to love, and to experience the fullness of life in all its wonder and complexity. So, let go, trust, and allow your spirit to lead the way. As always, may the divine bless you, and may your light shine bright on this extraordinary journey. And there you have it, fellow seekers, 7 ways to nurture your spiritual life to the next level. Be of service, know your intentions, lift them higher, see yourself as light, recognize the light in others, forgive yourself, and let your inner spirit guide you. Your spiritual journey is a unique path to love, live, and experience the wonders of life. So, let go, trust, and allow your spirit to lead the way. As always, may the divine bless you, and may your light shine bright on this extraordinary journey.